I never knew I was an overthinker until like a friend of mine said it. I thought I was just analyzing or yeah, but trying to manage the situation or trying to just understand what really happened. Then I realized it is true. Well, I'm up for a good chat. The question is, are you? Welcome to my channel. Sanwanani, beautiful welcome to you all. I welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time here, welcome. I am Zagito Machaka, and here we have some good, meaningful conversations, laughs here and there, and yeah, man, yeah, man. Anyway, so today, as you've seen with the title, yeah, I was not aware. There was I was an overthinker. I just thought that I'm a person who likes to just go over a conversation in my head again and again. A person who likes to just uh, make sure that you understand things for what they are, like not just for what you think. And I think for most of the times that has made me to not be at peace as much. And I don't think this is an old habit. I feel like this is in a good recent, in a good recent way. I felt like I wanted to be able to control what you think about me, like if you're gonna think something about me, can it be true? Can it be the real story? Can you not catch me off guard and then next thing you're believing what you see? I wanted to be able to control that narrative in general, especially with the people around me, that no, it's not exactly that. I'd want to explain, I'd want to over explain it, I'd want to, that simple thing that we do even as ladies, that when someone's like, oh, your hair looks nice, or yes, why why and it's things that I've found myself doing, and I've found myself now just saying, okay, girl, let's recoup, let's retreat a bit. What's going on? Why are you seeing and finding the need to just try to control everything, and honestly, we can't control what people think of us. We can't control what people believe about us. You can live your honest truth as best as possible. You can do the best you can, but you can't control the narrative that people have. And most probably, sometimes they're not even thinking about it. That's the problem. They're not even thinking the way that you think they're thinking about it. They're not they're not even stressed about you or worried about you. They're just living their lives. And here you are trying to manage something that is just honestly beyond your control. And another thing I found myself doing is that in that overthinking, I end up over analyzing situations and also wanting to take on your burden, you know, to take on, like ngikufilela ngiba nozwelo, give an empathy, and then I go in, and now it's affecting me and my peace. That's not good. Am I the only one? But it's not good. It's not healthy. It's good to be empathetic. It's good to feel for people, but you can't be carrying everyone's burdens. I was reading. I'm still reading a book. It's entitled "Why Didn't Anybody Tell Me This?" Something like that. And it's speaking about different ways that we can handle like mental, like life situations and all of that. So it made reference of how it's this burden, because the Bible speak of that we carry each other's burdens, and then there's also the one you carry your own load, like about carry your cross, carry your own, So there's things where it's a shared burden, and then there's some where it's yours. Now it's pambano, my darling, and yeah, I am taking people's crosses and carrying them with me. What is wrong? If it is you, I am asking you also, what is wrong? Okay. But we can be empathetic, we can care, but may it not be to our own detriment, you know, may not be at a point that it's affecting the people that we are. I remember my mom told me recently, she's like, girl, it's not for you to carry. it's not for you to carry it, you know. It's good to care, but each person has been given sufficient grace to carry what the Lord has given them and allowed them to have in their lives. So you can't be carrying all of everyone's things, you know. It's good to be empathetic, but to what point, you know? Um, Beyond anything, pray for. If you feel like you're that concerned, pray. Okay, pray. But may it not be something now that's affecting and altering where you are, you know, and who you are. And that's where you're able to see that boundaries are actually so good and so helpful. Putting boundaries, that's another book that I'm reading. Like, I'm between books. I'm reading. Sorry, okay, I'll get back to that. So another book is entitled Boundaries, and the fact that it's really emphasizing, and I spoke about this even last year, that it's important to have boundaries because they're healthy for you, they're good for you and for the other people, you know. Boundaries help you to know offense, helps you to know ukuthi ikwa masithebela ikwa fanvik laphana. You know, you can only go so far, and you know what you are willing to allow in and what you should stay out, you know, that we are to live together as believers, as people, but it doesn't mean that you can come and terrorize and overtake in my stand in some and my plot, you know. So that ability to be able to stand. If you're able to put these things in place that I've just spoken about, then you are able to realize that you can't be able to control things the way that you think you want to control them. And maybe there's not much of a need for you to overanalyze and overthink things that much. Right? I just think we just need to exhale, you know, and let it out. And it's okay if you weren't able to explain. It's okay if you weren't able to. Yeah, I think it's okay. You know, what you can change, what you can do something about, do. But some things are really above us, you know, above our pay grade. And it's for you to just, for us to just live the lives that we're living. And soon enough, if but soon enough, what needs to unfold will unfold, you know. May we rid ourselves of the desire to just always have the upper hand and always be the one who has control over things, because that's not always going to be the case, you know. Trick. So yeah, to my fellow overthinkers, I'm leaving the WhatsApp group. I am living now. I'm going to try my best to be on my way out, okay? But what we can work around is being at peace with ourselves, the decisions that we make, that it won't be everyone who's favoring those decisions. It's not going to be in everyone's favor. And as abantu besho, angisimali, ngiyangithandwe wonke umuntu. But I can live at peace with everyone around me, you know. And yeah, that's honestly as good as it can get, you know. Yeah, that's me on that. Nothing much, nothing more. Hope you guys are well, and yeah, I think it's something that I really want to work on because it makes my brain uncomfortable. It just doesn't stop. It just keeps on going, and I'm just analyzing this, and I'm trying to do that, and I'm trying to send the message. Say go saying about when you message. Hey, Rose, now stop now, because it ends up altering your mood even, because you just duma intuthu la ngoba kuyasetshenzwa vala semayini kuyasetshenzwa that's not the state that our minds need to be in, you know. We need to have a sound mind and a stable mind, a peaceful mind. And how we do that is that we guard our hearts, we guard our minds, we take stock of the things that trespass, that walk past, and that not every thought that crosses your mind is true. Not every emotion that you feel is real and correct, and that ingafika yona edlule but ayidluli ngakuwe. Yabona? So I usually rebuke thoughts. I'm just like, you're not mine. I rebuke you. Quick, fast, and deal with it fast. It's a swoop. Because so many things can end up lingering in our minds unnecessarily. And the enemy, it's also the enemy's playground, you know. Something can start off as quite innocent, and then it ends up rolling and becoming something that's not so positive. So it's good for us to take charge, to be on guard, and be aware, and be very mindful. I hope you well. Have a beautiful day further. Yes, I am Zagita Machaka, and I'm signing out. Much love and God bless.